17. With the 17, the only thing that you notice about this corridor is that you tend to be walking through puddles that are basically maybe like an inch of dark, dank water, about maybe up to, not covering your feet completely, but just kind of like these light puddles that you would after a rainstorm. And it smells like feces, like shit.
There's your treasure.
Do you wish to continue?
Yeah.
So you continue for another, let's see, another 45 feet, and then there is a turn to the right. No, I'm sorry, turn to the left. My fault. Turn to the left. What would you like to do?
I'll turn left.
So you turn left. You hear a click. What do you do?
Jump forward really fast.
Okay, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. 22.
22. Perfect.
Never listen to a gnome.
The save was 20. All right, so now I'm going to hold off on Baka just for the sake of drama and go back
The
to the
save
other.
was 20?
The save was 20. I'm going to hold off on Baka for the sake of drama and go back to the other group. Now the other group,
on my save.
the other group is walking in the other, what, to the left? The other group is walking?
Yes.
You guys make a perception check for your corridor, please. All three of you.
14.
You're all gonna fail.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, got it.
16.
Okay, so Sirach notices that the walls smell like mildew and mold, and it continues straight. And you basically notice that it's beginning to decline lower and lower into the earth. That you feel like you're descending deeper and deeper, not going downstairs, but kind of like a sliding kind of, like a decline. So, and you hear, you guys, three of you hear a large, loud bang from somewhere behind you. Like as if a stone fell.
Shit.
What do you do?
That was me.
Can I reach out to Baka with our earrings?
I believe.
With what time, Jacob?
What's the range on the earrings?
1,000 feet?
Oh, absolutely you can. Go for it.
Baka, did you hear that? Where the hell are you?
Hear what?
Okay, now let me fill in so that he can legitimately answer the question. Let me fill in what happened to him over there. So you jump forward successfully. You made your saving throw. So the good news and the bad news. The good news is that a massive stone door came slamming down, probably weighing hundreds if not thousands of pounds, trapping you into the next room. The good news is it didn't land on you and crush you to death.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
The bad news is that you are now separated from the rest of the group by a massive stone door weighing thousands of pounds. In the room with you are what look like bookcases. But in these bookcases are not books. In these bookcases, people are moving out of the bookcases as if they're waking up. And I need everyone to roll initiative because we all need to know what order in which we make these decisions. So everybody roll initiative, add your deck.
Do I use the app or no?
No, I trust you. Just roll a d20, add your dex modifier. Let me know what it is.
You're a good thing I'm honest.
10.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on to your number. Hold on to your number. Who is anybody get higher than a 20? Anybody get 20 to 15? 15 to 10.
14.
Okay, who is 11?
I have 11.
Okay, so we've got Sirach has an 11. Who else?
I had a 10.
10 is Pia, is a 10.
14.
14
Baka.
is Baka. Baka's a 14.
Fucking die.
What's Theoden?
5.
Theoden is a 5. And I'm going to make a roll.
You get that now.
12 is enemies. And Harrington the third is a 12. Okay. All right. So, so from your perspective, Baka, you're in a dark room by yourself. You turn around quickly, and there's a massive fucking stone wall in front of you. You're trapped in the room. You don't see any, at the moment any exits and entrances, and there are individuals crawling slowly, metal armor, weapons clanging on the ground, falling to their knees and rising slowly. And they crawling their way over to you. And you hear a voice in your ear. It's Pia. Now you can have that conversation.
Did you
Help!
hear the noise?
Help! I'm trapped.
Where are you?
I'm trapped there. I went right, and I triggered a trap, and a giant stone door came down, and I'm just fucking zombies, man.
Well, why didn't you stick with the group?
I was ahead of you. You guys left me. I'm going. I gotta go. Help me. Find me.
I guess we gotta go save the gnome.
Baka, you're first. Baka, what would you like to do,
Double
Baka?
tap.
Go to stealth.
Okay, absolutely. So you want to do the hide action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so just make a stealth roll and let me know what you get.
28.
With the 28, I'm going to assume that they were whatever is in this room that is encroaching upon you were disturbed by the sound of the door crashing to the ground. But with the 28, they have no idea what caused it to close. So they're kind of shuffling around looking for something to attack. But right now they don't see you. You're hiding. Do you that's your bonus action. Do you want to take an action?
Oh, okay. Well, do I see like an exit at all, or?
Investigation check.
13.
With a 13, where you are in your frenzied state with the stone bookcases blocking your view of various parts of the room, at the moment with a 13, you do not notice any other exit or entrance to the room besides the one that just crashed behind you. So what would you like to do?
Is there any chance I can shimmy through the room farther, deeper in, without compromising my stealth? I don't know how the room's situated now.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let you make another stealth roll, but this one at disadvantage in order to accomplish that. It's up to you. Or you can just stay in your current position at 28 and stay hidden. They don't see you. It's up to you.
I'm gonna stay hidden. Fuck
Okay,
that.
so you stay hidden. Your turn ends. I'm going to do another perception check. I got to get a natural 20. I rolled a 10. They're shuffling around. They don't see you, Baka. You get a better view of them. There seem to be, so that you know, at least 6 of them that you see. But it's dark and you're scared shitless, so you don't really have that much detail. Plus, I don't want to tell you too much because then it'll spoil it for people who aren't in the room. Harry's basically Harry holds his turn until the end, basically waiting for the other 3 to decide what to do. Sirach, you're next. What would you like to do, Sirach?
Guess we gotta go get him. Why?
Fuck the gnome.
All right. I mean, I agree, but you guys actually agreed with me for once. Maybe we should forget about the gnome.
I want to use the earring to message them. Be like, I know you guys are talking about leaving me. There's treasure in the room. Come save me. We can get it all.
Make a deception check.
17.
17. Actually, you know what? I take it back. Grab your phone and do the app.
Rolled well too.
Roll a d20. And for the guys doing it, it's your perception check plus your roll. Baka,
16 plus 6.
oh wow! So he rolled a 22. You have to roll a natural 20, otherwise you believe him.
You got an 8.
He got an 8. What about Sirach? And David rolled an 8 already. Pia rolled a natural 1.
Oh, that 8 was from before. I just got a 12, but it doesn't.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. Hey, Sirach, what's with your perception is 17 plus what?
17 plus 2.
Not good enough. Almost. You're the only. Honestly, the mention of gold sounded pretty convincing. I don't know whether you think he's valuable enough to save. Maybe he did see something sparkly in there. He seems pretty convincing. What would you guys like to do?
A dwarf can't resist gold.
Go get the sparkly thing. Maybe he'll be dead by the time we get there.
Do you guys
Fingers crossed.
do you walk or run?
I'll run.
Yeah, I'll jog. I'll jog.
All right.
Yeah, I'm with Thaden on a jog. Like, not too hastily, but I'm not meandering either.
Gotcha. So, all right.
You in the
So
bathroom, Jacob?
Yeah, I'm getting paper towels.
Okay.
at that pace, you by the end of your turn, you reach the stone wall. It looks honestly like a stone wall. It doesn't even look like a door. You can see the seams on the side where maybe it slid down through some kind of like a cutout in the wall, but it doesn't look like something that's going to be easy to lift or break through. But it took you your entire turn just to get to it at that pace. The only way you would be able to get to it and take an action was if you guys booked it. So right now, all four of you, including Harry Harrington, are on the other side of the door. And now we're at the top of the next round. Baka, you go first. Baka, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna continue hiding.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna keep hiding.
Make another stealth roll.
Pansy ass robes.
Oh, I see from the facial expression.
3 plus 12, 15.
Okay, well listen, 15 might still be good enough. Hold on. Okay, I rolled a 5 for the 6 of them, and hold on, let me get the stats out. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Just want to check the stats of, there's 6 and 1. I want to see what the 1, their perception is.
Wall, guys, we should just turn
10
back.
plus 3 is 13. The highest perception in the room is a 13. You rolled a 15, so you are still hidden. Now, that could be your bonus action. You can still theoretically take an action. I'll tell you what, since they've been moving around and you've been keeping an eye on the room and you have dark vision, Baka, I'll give you some more details about what you see. There are 6 what look like long dead dwarven skeletons with rotting flesh falling off of them, wearing armor, carrying a variety of different weapons, dragging their weapons through the dirt, shuffling past you. But there is one individual that's different from the rest. She looks female, wearing dark robes with gray flaking skin, red eyes, long talons, long teeth like a wolf. And
Get it, Baka.
she's looking around and she's like, I need blood. Give me blood. So that's what you see. What would you like to do, Baka? You do have an action. It's up to you.
I want to relay everything to the guys through the message spell.
Through the message spell. Is the message spell telepathy or do you have to speak?
I'm not entirely sure.
Have the earring.
Well, whatever uses telepathy, doesn't the earring use telepathy?
No, the earring is not telepathy. I think the earring you have to speak and they hear you.
Yeah.
Look up the message spell real quick.
All right, just check it out. It's cool. Actually, you know what? On my phone, I have a spell thing too. So, D&D spell app. Message. MESSAGE. 0 level cantrip. It's only got a range of 120 feet.
Well, they're on the other side of the stone.
Okay, so you're basically going to point the other side of the stone. Okay, you can spell this through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and you know what's beyond the barrier. I need you to make a perception check to see if you know that they're on the other side of the barrier. Make a perception check.
21.
You absolutely know that they're there, no problem.
They're so funny. It's the end so loud.
You can send a message through 1 foot of stone. Okay, so
Send it to me, John.
you can whisper that only you can hear. Okay, so what do you tell them? It's like a sentence or two.
6 undead dwarves. 1 demonic-looking caster. Get your asses in here now.
Okay, so your turn is over. Next up is Harry. Harry looks like he's about to piss himself. He puts his books in his holsters and he basically gets out like a little shiv of a knife and he's shaking and he's like, huh. So, Sirach, what would you like to do? Actually, no, hold on a second. Before you do that, I have to see if they notice him in the room. You rolled a 15, correct, for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. 14. 11 plus 3 is 14. Unfortunately, another turn where you're in the room, still hidden. Sirach, what would you like to do?
Sucks.
Go up to the stone wall
Uh-huh.
and I'm gonna knock on it. Shave and a haircut.
Oh, God. That's where I'm hiding.
Okay. Let's see.
God damn it.
Baka, from your perspective, you notice the female go, and she literally jumps up to the ceiling and lands on the ceiling like fucking Spider-Man. And skitters across the ceiling, and
It's like that movie Legion.
she's standing right above you, attached to the ceiling, looking in your direction, and you're basically like planing yourself against the wall, and she doesn't see you, but she's aware that there's something behind the wall on the other side.
Oh, I didn't know Baka was standing right next to the wall.
Yeah, well, he certainly is right now. So the knock,
It's like in the room a little bit, but okay.
the knock, Sirach, the knock is not enough for your turn. You still can take an action if you want.
Can I investigate like a weak point in the wall?
Sure, go for it. Make an investigation roll.
Okay. That'd be an 18.
18. With an 18, you're relatively sure that this is a solid slab of stone, at least a foot thick, probably weighs hundreds of pounds. You don't see a weak point. There's no crack in this. There's no weak depression or carving. This is just a solid slab of stone that slammed down. There doesn't seem to be any weak points. That would probably be your turn, though. Pia's standing right next to you, though. Pia, what would you like to do?
You guys are gonna have to tell me if this is bold. But if you take a big step back, I can try to blow the door open.
Saw that coming.
Right behind the door.
Do it.
Well, he doesn't know that you're standing right behind the door. None of them do. You're on the other side of the door.
Oh my God.
So
I think that's the only way.
all right, we'll stand back. I have the Eldritch Blast. I have 2 beams. So how would I roll for that?
Well, you wouldn't. I would assume that you automatically hit the wall with the.
Well, I mean, like
shooting a wall.
like damage roll, or
Well, I mean, that's what you do. You give me a damage roll based on the Eldritch Blast. You would automatically hit with both because let's face it, you're not aiming at a moving target. You're aiming at a wall. It's not gonna. So just give me your damage for your 2 Eldritch Blasts.
oh, that's the wrong dice. Shit. All right, so the first one. Shit. First one does 9 damage,
Okay.
and the second one does 13 damage.
13 damage. Give me 1 second. I'm just doing the math. Okay. So Pia's hands cupped together like this, and purplish orange energy flows out, and literally like maggots fall from his hands and land on the ground in front of him and start to burrow their way into the ground as this Eldritch Blast energy strikes the wall in 2 separate spots. And it does actually have somewhat of an effect, but the 2 blasts is certainly not enough to knock the wall down. That is your cantrip?
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything else that you'd want to do? I mean, obviously that's sort of like, I guess you could take an action so long as it's not a spell, another spell.
I really don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. So
I
after
have a break if I tried to hit it.
after you is Theoden. Theoden, what would you like to do? Oh, by the way, before Theoden goes, could you make another stealth check for me, Baka, please?
You guys are gonna get me killed. 23.
23, you're still hidden.
Yeah.
So Theoden, what would you like to do?
Do I notice any like any parts of where it caved in? Any stuff that I could like lift?
Make an investigation check.
10.
10. With the 10, honestly, it looks like the wall is scarred where the Eldritch Blasts hit it, but there's no crack in the foundation. There's no separation. It's still solid stone. I mean, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, let's focus fire next round.
So, Theoden, would you like to do it? That's just an investigation check. You can
Yeah,
see exactly
yeah.
what you want.
I'm thinking. Clock's ticking, I know.
Oof.
I'm gonna hit it with my Warhammer. I'm gonna hit where PI hit the Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna hit it with my Warhammer.
Go for it. You take this long, wide swing. Raw, boom.
Yeah, two hands, baby. Two hands.
Two hands, two hands. Give me the damage. It's an automatic hit. No, actually, you know what? I would like you to do me a favor. Hold off on that damage. Give me a roll with advantage. An attack roll with advantage, and just give me the higher of the two rolls. Make sure you get your 2d20s, pick the higher of the two, and then add your attack modifier.
You guys are gonna kill me.
Oh, nat 20.
You rolled a nat 20?
Can you see it?
No.
No, can't see it. Oh, you know what? You have to speak so that we see the. I believe you. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
The nat 20 was the roll with advantage was to see if you could strike the exact point where the Eldritch Blast struck. With like swinging at a baseball, whether you swing and miss or not. So with the nat 20, you hit the exact point, which I'll give you double damage to create a crack in the wall. Let me get your damage now, and I'll double it. I couldn't hear you.
15.
15. So 15 times 2 is 30? Or 15 total?
Yeah. No, well, I rolled 15.
Roll 15, so we'll give you 30. So with that mighty swing, you see literally a crack. Like a crack in the foundation, but the wall still stands, but it looks like it's on its way. That was a mighty swing, Theoden. Theoden's turn is over, top of the combat round. Baka, before you make an action, I need you to do another stealth check because all the noise is bringing them towards you and there's nowhere for you to go.
Before I do that, is there like anybody directly in front of me? What about the other 6 undead?
Oh yeah, there's literally 3 or 4 of them clustered right around you because they're attracted by the noise of the door right behind you. And you have basically 4 out of the 6 of them surrounding you within 5 feet. And you've got this whatever creature that is, the female, on the ceiling like a spider, basically looking down at the crowd. Believe it or not, they haven't seen you, but I need a stealth check from you to see if you're hidden.
26.
20.
Or 25.
25. Well, I rolled a dirty 20, which is not enough. So as of right now, you are still quote unquote invisible. Do you want to move out of this invisible state? Do you want to take an action? It's up to you.
Is there any chance that I have the spell invisibility?
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to use it without being noticed?
Use what? A spell called Dispel Invisibility?
Invisibility.
Invisibility? Well, keep in mind, if you can turn on invisibility if you want, you can use that spell. It's not activating the spell is not going to bring you out of stealth.
Okay.
So I mean, do you want to go invisible?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. You turn. Is it a cantrip or a first level spell?
It's a 3rd level spell.
Okay. So boom, you are completely invisible so long as you don't attack, and you don't move.
Right, second level spell.
You. As far as they're concerned, they believe that they're in a room empty and there is something on the other side of the wall trying to get enter. So your turn is over. Harry's turn. He's waiting to the end of the round. Let's see the enemies. Let me get another. No, actually he's not moving. He's invisible, so there's no stealth. There's no investigation check for the enemies. So they're in the dark. Figure of speech. Sirach, what would you like to do?
I will use my own Eldritch Blast on the wall.
Are you looking to strike the exact spot that he hit with the Warhammer?
Probably be helpful, yes.
Roll to hit with advantage.
With advantage?
With advantage. Roll 220 to take the higher of the 2.
Okay.
That might be a better idea.
My spell attack. That would be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is enough to strike the same spot. Roll for damage.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That would be 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Baka, please make a dexterity saving throw.
$17.
17. You hear a loud booming sound from the other side of the door, and your spidey sense starts to tingle, and you decide, you know what, I don't care if they see me, I don't even care if I knock one of these things over, I'm barrel rolling out of the way, and luckily you did, because the stone wall behind you came shattering in your general direction, in pieces. And now there basically, it's in basically several large rocks tumbling forward. There is now, the four of you, including Harry Harrington, are faced with what the group sees is undead creatures dressed in armor with various different weapons, 4 feet in height, suggesting that they may have been dwarfs during life, but their life has ended long ago, and they're slowly coming towards you. So who is, Pia, you're next. The whole wall has just come down. What would you like to do, Pia?
I'm gonna cast Fire Shield on myself.
Okay, tell me a little bit about Fire Shield, just because.
Okay, so it can either be a warm shield or a chill shield. I'm gonna do a warm shield.
Okay.
And it sheds a bright light within a 10-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 10.
Okay.
And it lasts for 10 minutes, and it says whenever a creature is within 5 feet, hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flame, and the attacker takes 2d8 fire damage.
How long does it last?
10 minutes.
Okay, cool. So it's on for the entire fight, the length of the fight. You have to remind me that if they come at you at melee, remind me that they get hit with the damage. Do I get a saving throw?
No.
Oh, cool. All right, cool. So just remind me about the damage, and I'll remind us it from their hit points. All right, so you use your turn, your action, to cast this spell, and a wall of fire erupts around you, and it illuminates the entire corridor, dark corridor, with this kind of orange glow. That is your action. Do you bonus action, movement? Do you want to move into the room? Do you want to move back? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll try to approach Baka.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay. Oh yeah,
he's invisible.
All right. Yeah, there's no way I found him. I rolled a 10.
Now you move. You don't see Baka. Do you want to still move into the room over the rubble?
Yeah, I'll move in a little bit.
Okay, so you move in. You're basically on the other side of the rubble, in front of the rest of the party.
Yeah, I'm moving like 10 feet.
Got you. So now you're on the other side of the rubble, inside the room. There are, just to give you a heads up, Baka is in your area. You just haven't seen him. And there's 3 of the dwarven undeads right in front of you, within 5 feet. Next is Theoden. Theoden, what would you like to do?
Turn undead.
Turn undead. Channeling divinity. I like it.
Gotta channel that divinity, baby.
All right, so give me some details on the channeling divinity at your level.
I'm trying to find it here.
That's all right. I'll look it up in the player's handbook. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Jacob,
Nope.
I got a red light going on for your fire.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Cleric area. Sorry, folks. Want to make sure we do this right. I know I said that we're not rule Nazis, but still, it's fucking.
You gotta
It's so bright.
You gotta do it correct. Channel divinity. Turn undead. Each undead that you can see within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. All right, cool. I will say that all 6 of them are within 30 feet of you, so it would affect all of them. How exactly are you attempting to turn undead, Theoden? What are you doing? What are you saying?
I will say. Theoden will yell. He smashes down his hammer, and he says, "Be gone, you fools!
Be gone, you fools! Fly, you fools!" All right, what is your on your other sheet, the number that I have to beat? It's basically like your wisdom saving throw on the other sheet. I gotta know what number I have to beat.
Yeah. The save DC?
Yeah,
12.
12. So it'd be 12. Success. Success.
Yikes.
Fail. Fail. Success. Yeah. So 3 of them stand their ground, but the other 3 turn and run in the other direction. So for the sake of this, I'm going to say that, remember how, Pia, you said that you're within 5 feet of 3 of them?
Yeah.
2 of them turn around and run the other way. Now you're only within 5 feet of 1 of them.
Okay.
Do you want to take a reaction, an attack of opportunity to like maybe stab at one of the 2 that's running? Or do you want
Yeah, I might as well.
Cool. Or are you holding something different than your knife? I'm just assuming that you're
I
holding.
have Baylor's dagger.
Yeah, okay. So if you want, you can use your reaction to swipe at one of them with the dagger as it's running away.
Yeah, I might as well. So that's a D4.
Well, you have to roll a D20 plus your attack modifier.
Oh, right. All right, so that's a nat 20. If you want
Nat 20, so it'll be double damage.
Okay. I'm just going to be that guy.
Yeah.
You.
Right. And then, so it says a D4 plus 1 and a plus 3 attack bonus.
Well, the attack bonus doesn't matter because you rolled a nat 20. So
Okay.
basically, you just give me the D4. Roll the pyramid looking one.
That's 4.
4 plus 1 is 5 times 2 is 10. So you do 10 points of damage to you basically wedge that shit between the breastplate and the helmet, and you turn, and you literally almost separate the head from the neck, but not quite. You know like so let's see. That one is the one with the 2 hand axes. So let's say gotta do the 10 points of damage. All right. Now let me make a saving throw. Okay. It was running because it was fearful. It had been turned. But because you stabbed at the neck and caused it discomfort, it turns around and goes. And now instead of running away, there are 2 of them in front of you. One damaged with your dagger in its neck, and the other one not fearful of Theoden. So 2 are engaged with you. The other 4 are in the background. So who's next?
Feel free to hop in at any time.
I need
Come, baby,
Baka.
come.
Baka, you are invisible. If you decide to stay invisible, that's fine, hunky dory. But if you attack, you come out of invisibility. Up to you. What would you like to do?
Better.
Where am I compared to everyone?
You're a few feet. You're a few feet from Pia. Pia is the one most in the room. You are aware of the fact that there is something clinging to the fucking ceiling right above you and Pia. And there's 2 within melee range. One that he just stabbed and one that's basically standing next to him. The other 4, you're not sure where they are, but they basically in the other direction. So 2 of the undead dwarves in your area, 1 above, and then the rest are further back in the room.
Give me 1 second.
No problem. Who is next on deck? Just so we can keep it together, I'm actually going. The enemies are next. So, Baka, you gotta let me know what you want to do. Harry, I'm gonna roll a d20 for Harry. Harry needs to roll a 19 or a 20 to actually do something useful in combat, and he doesn't. He rolled a 9, so Harry is gonna shit himself for his attack turn.
I'm gonna use Tasha's hideous laughter on the
The
bitch
one
above
above.
us.
One above. So, in order to successfully do Tasha's hideous laughter, you have to tell her a joke.
Okay.
Are you gonna cheat and look on your phone? You should be ashamed of
No. This is the one from earlier.
Come on, Baka. Come on.
I don't have anything appropriate right off the top of my head.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You know they're gonna ridicule you online when we post this.
Sorry,
It's like a
everyone.
vampire.
The
You should have
toilet-
like
I was saying, the toilet paper tried to cross the road, but he couldn't because he got stuck in the crack.
I have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, so
all
what
right.
am I rolling against?
that one should be a
Spell
disadvantage.
save DC is 12.
DC is 12. I rolled a 2. 2 plus.
I was gonna say split the DC in half for a crappy joke.
Oh. So here's what happens. She looks down at you. And she makes a dexterity saving throw and rolls a 17 and maintains her clutches on the ceiling. If she had failed her dex save, she would have literally fallen down 10 feet and taken damage and landed on top of you. But right now, she is too busy laughing and she loses her attack turn this next round. So now, with Tasha's hideous laughter, does she continue to laugh until I break the spell with a roll?
I think so.
Let me Google that shit. Not Google, but you know what I mean. I have the app on my phone.
I think she keeps rolling the DC save until she succeeds.
Well, that would be pretty cool for you guys, not for me necessarily.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
It's a concentration spell, so you can't cast another spell while you're another concentration.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Well, 1 minute. So 1 minute's 10 rounds, and then
Target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or fall prone. At the end of each of its turn, and each time it takes damage, the target can make a Wisdom saving throw.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right. So
and it has advantage if it's triggered by damage.
Okay, so that'll be a hint to the rest of the people in the room. Right now, she is cackling like she's in a comedy club, a stand-up comedy club, on the ceiling, and she loses her turn next. Do you have a bonus action or movement that you'd like to do?
Is there any way I can get through to the other side?
I have a question for you. Is the invisibility a concentration spell?
It is. I lost my invisibility.
You lost your invisibility, so you are now visible.
Is there any way I can get across opposite side of the undead guys?
Make a stealth check if you'd like to attempt it. If you fail, there's an attack of opportunity coming your way if you fail.
22.
22. You successfully sneak your way past the two that were engaged with Pia.
22.
Make a
Plus 12.
Make a perception check.
18.
18. You notice that there's not a door, but more like an archway to another room on the other end of the room. It goes around a turn and you can't see where it leads. Kind of like a circular path that leads to another chamber, perhaps.
How far is it from me?
I would say probably about 80 feet.
Let's cross half the distance and then turn around.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So you happen to notice from that vantage point that
or I can only go 30 feet actually. So 30 feet and turn around.
30 feet, you turn around. You happen to notice that at the far end of the room, 2 of the 6 dwarves are literally trying to run through the wall. They're under effect of the channeling of divinity from Theoden. They're facing away from you, trying to run through the wall stupidly like robots.
Boys.
And the other 2 are basically making their way towards the group in the front of the room. So 4 of the undead dwarves are a threat. The other 2 are not right now. So it's 4, and actually the woman on the ceiling is not a threat either because she's laughing. So next is Sirach. No, I'm sorry, my fault. Sorry, Sirach. It is the 4 undead's turn. All right, the one that was damaged, that has 2 hand axes, is going to swing at Pia. Let's see, plus 6. I rolled a 1 and a 14. The reason why I'm rolling at disadvantage is because Pia is wearing a particular cloak. What kind of cloak are you wearing, Pia?
The Cloak of Displacement.
And what does that do?
Basically, I get anybody that tries to attack me has disadvantage on their attack rolls.
All right, so basically
In and out of existence.
Exactly. So I rolled a natural 20 and a 7. So the 7 is the one that counts because of the Cloak of Displacement. So the one that you stabbed in the neck has 2 hand axes and goes shoom, shoom, and you phase in and out of existence. There's the one next to you has a great axe. It's going to go and attack you. 19 and a 5. The 5 is the one that counts. It misses. The other 2 are going to rush forward and run past Pia, climb over the what do they call it, and he's going to go for, he has a sickle. And the sickle's going to go for Theoden. 12 plus 6 is 18. Does an 18 hit you, Theoden?
It does not.
Oh, so the sickle smashes in with a clang onto your shield and goes grind. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're using a double-handed weapon?
When I broke in, I did.
Okay, so instead of a shield, let's imagine that basically like the long handle of the warhammer is where the sickle catches, and you're engaged in this kind of like struggle to keep the fucking sickle from going into your face. All right, and then the next one, the 4th and final attack, is a 2+ on Sirach, 2+ 6 is 8. 8, I'm assuming that Sirach dodges out of the way easily.
Yes.
What's your armor class, Sirach, just to refresh my memory?
16.
16, yeah, it's no shot. It swings the longsword at you, and you easily jump back out of the way.